Because Veronica Magwadi has been monitoring developments at Maponya Mall since yesterday, and she joins us now with the latest. Veronica, good morning. Just giving our viewers there a reminder of how that incident unfolded earlier this week with those two vehicles attacked and eventually torched in that footage, that CCTV footage. What can you tell us about, you can see that this is how the attack is unfolding. The car comes to a stop, and throughout the duration of this vehicle, you can see eventually those two vehicles are torched. We know that one e-hailing driver was killed, a 27-year-old e-hailing driver whose family was on the scene just yesterday, Siyanda Mvelase, a family on the scene there coming to do the cultural practices that are necessary in cases like this, really heartbreaking scenes there, forensics also on the scene. Veronica, we know that the Transport MMC was there to engage with members of the taxi industry, with members of the management of Maponya Mall. She did have some comments about what protesters had to say about closing the mall for 7 days, for 30 days, or perhaps even indefinitely, and the kind of devastating impact that will have on incomes for the mall, for the people working at the mall. What's the latest on that score?
Well, certainly, Michelle, just those visuals of that CCTV footage playing out just here behind me. What remains, though, following that devastating attack are just the remnants of last night's candlelit visual for 27-year-old Siyanda. You can see there just the candles that have been left behind. That, for the community, is really quite a prominent thing, because many of the residents here, their request to keep the mall closed for 7 days was to allow for that mourning period, was to allow for a community to feel a sense of, and really also for the larger Soweto community to feel the impact of what this violence has essentially caused for the family as well as for those close to Siyanda. But for now, I can tell you, Michelle, it's just gone past 9 o'clock and Maponya Mall is open for business. Just before speaking to you a little bit earlier on, in fact, I took a walk inside the mall to just see how operations are, whether or not some stores are open or others are closed. But I can tell you that every store is fully operational, the lights are on, and as you can see, there is a lot of movement here taking place. But the reality is, Michelle, what we've seen transpiring this week has really painted a picture of how complex and layered Soweto's transport industry really is. At the first part, you've got, of course, the many taxi bodies, the associations and the various routes that have been given to them. You also have the e-hailing services. But according to the community, there is a third element here. There are drivers which are unregistered to any association, others that are not even part of any e-hailing app, that have added a layer of frustration in regards to this already highly contested and fiercely contested sector. And I'm joined by Ndate Albert from Soweto's security cluster, just to talk to us a little bit more about where we stand now as a community. Two different sectors, have they come to an amicable and peaceful agreement?
Thank you very much. What I will just say is, honestly, yesterday we spoke even to MEC, explaining that what is happening here. I'm staying here in Soweto, born in Soweto, and I'm one of the people who protected this place from the previous looting. And even now, I find myself doing the very same thing and being disappointed by the community or some other element who just want to cause anarchy and cause this place to be not work well. Forgetting that the people who are working here, the families who are working here, and the people who are collecting medicines in this place, the people who have to come to home affairs. This is the heart of Soweto. This mall is making the Soweto to move. But if we are doing things like this that happened yesterday, to want this place to not work, we say no, we can't do that. For instance, there are cars inside here. Maphela ana astopa batho to not go to Ubers, do not go to e-hailer, do not go to taxis, to come to them. And the MEC knows very well. We have mentioned that the problem, and that problem is look like Ababatwe attender. Because we know we've got this syndicate of Nigerians who've got more than 200 cars. A person, imagine a person, and they give cars to our people to say, go lilo renkang. There's a law in this country. They've got bylaws. Why can't they follow the laws as much as the taxi people are doing the same? They have to apply to a right channel so they can be able to operate, not what they're doing. They are causing anarchy here. And this thing of not approaching it in the right way, they want to put it under the table, to not talk about it. We must talk about them. The e-hailers, those people, they don't even have an office or where we can go and say we want to. Every time it's different faces. Every time, even MC said herself here, that, these people, like, every time she see different faces. So what kind of organization or people are those if they run business? It shows it's dodgy business. We've got a lot of cases of kidnaps and robberies that people know. But today now we are blaming Maponya. Maponya has nothing to do with it. Maponya has nothing. They don't have taxis. They just allow people to come and make business. We are saying this, Maponya is open. People must come here. We shall protect them. We promise them. This will never happen again where people want to close them all. But MEC, please, she must look at this. Maphela atlala mo. Maphela akho some problem. Then they're gonna point to taxi people because of these people. Khalebalemo industry. One our taxi owner. My grandfather is a founder of STS. So I feel sorry today to see Kibona, the community that have benefited from this organization or this association, turning their backs on them now. Because of now, so Maphela, at least 20 my Nigerians. So it's a scam that they know, it's a scheme that they know. Why can't we face the truth? Why can't we face the matter and say, Hulwana mang le mang, and point the finger to wrong people? Just because of we think people will take Sabaruteha, Abazu Bua. I mean, that is wrong, guys. We must stop preaching the wrong gospel. Let's go to the facts. Let's clean up Maphela, Batangutala, Molicationing, and if they want to operate, let them go to the right processes and get the operating license so that we can say now they can work.
Well, thank you very much for your time there. Ntate Albert from the Soweto Security Cluster. Michelle, speaking to what transpired here yesterday and adding to the fact that there needs to be tighter regulations of the transport industry, speaking to the issues of the taxi industry, the e-hailing services, but also that element known as Maphela. These are drivers essentially that are not registered with anyone, but they, what I understood from what the community explained is that they park inside the premises and approach some of the mall buyers as well as consumers and offering to give them lifts and essentially cutting what is a regulated taxi rank or some of those e-hailing apps. And that is adding a layer of frustration. But Michelle, of course, as operations continue, the atmosphere and the mood outside of Maponya Mall is anything but ordinary. There continues to be that very heavy police presence, JMPD as well as public policing, of course, monitoring the situation. Back to you.
Veronica Machwadi, thanks for that update. Live to us there from the scene at Maponya Mall. But let's continue with our focus on the story.